Hello, Sassy Stampers. Today I'm going to show you the April 2022 card. This was designed by Debbie Warwick, and it's a braided edge card. So here we have our kit. You should have instructions, a small white cardstock with a black mat, a template, and a page of extra templates, and then your white card base. Put these out of the way. To complete the card today, we're going to need a scoreboard, your bone folder, some glue or other adhesive, your scissors, and some removable tape. I've got washi tape here that I'm using. So our first step is to score our card base. And so you're just going to score it at 4 1/4. And fold that. Press it down with your bone folder. And the next step is to put on our template. Now, I found it helpful to trim the template down a little. So I'm just going to cut at the bottom and the top so that I could see a little better how big it is. And then the easiest way to put this on your card is to actually hold it up to a light and make sure that you line up this line with the edge of your card. And you want this first line that you're going to cut on to be slightly down from the top. You don't want to put it too close to this top and then end up cutting the edge off. So you want it slightly down from there. So I'm going to just line it up here, and then I'm going to use in my case, I'm using washi tape. There's lots of different kinds of removable tape that'll work. And then I'm just gonna put a piece here at the top. Now, I'm gonna keep it flat. And then another piece at the bottom so that it hopefully doesn't shift while I'm cutting. So once you have this in place and you've made sure that this is lining up with your fold, you're just going to take your scissors and start making the cuts along these lines. And you want to be careful to cut pretty close to exactly where the lines are, and just work your way down, making sure that this stays flat and flush with the edge of the card, your folded edge. Just work carefully down and continue to cut until you've gone all the way down. I have one here that I've already cut. So you can see that all of the cuts all the way down are done. And then you're going to remove your tape. This can be reused. And the template, I've tried to reuse these templates, and it's easier just to make a copy and start with a fresh one. Trying to tape it on there and get it all lined out with it not shifting is really hard, so it's really not worth it. So I'm going to throw that away, and you're going to open your card, and you're going to start folding. You want to fold down every other one of these cuts that you've made. So you'll start with the top one, and this is where it was important not to go all the way to the edge there. You'll skip one, fold down the next one, skip one, and so on. Just keep folding down every other one. Until we get to the bottom. Now this bottom one, we're actually going to cut off. So once you've folded it and you know where you need to cut it off, you can just come back with your scissors and snip it off of there. Okay. Now each one of these is going to tuck under the next one. So you want to take this top one and just slip it under there and keep going. And now you can see that it's already looking like the braided edge, but we have a hole at the top. So we take this piece that we snipped off and we're going to line it up with the top edge tucked under here so that it completes the braid. And you can just put a little bit of glue, or I guess you could use tape runner, but I think it's a little hard to get it exactly right. You want to make sure this is folded so you can see that it's going to line up and fold right where you want it to go. And then just put a little bit of glue right here underneath each one of those flaps. I'm a little messy with my glue, but that's another reason I love glue, is because I can rearrange it and get it set on there correctly, right where I want it. And you can even kind of close it and make sure that you're lining up here. Okay. I'm going to let that dry a little bit there, just to make sure it's not going to pop off. All right, so you can see that your braid is already shaping up. And now it's just a matter of decorating the card. Isn't that pretty? We've already got a great start. So in your kit, you have a white piece of cardstock that you could stamp with any image you like and color it, or leave it black and white. That can look stunning as well with the black mat. Mat it on here and just glue it to the front of your card. I'm not going to make you watch me color. I've already done this cute little chick image. It actually says, "Oh frap," because I missed a friend's birthday. So this is going to be a birthday card, a belated birthday card. So I'm going to line this up to the front with some glue here. Offset it a little bit from the braid so that it shows that feature. And there you go. Now, there's a lot more you can do with this card, and that's one of the things I love about it. You can really use your imagination and use it for any occasion. You know, obviously, there's no sentiment on mine yet, so I could use it for anything. It could be a get well, or, you know, an injury or something like that. That she's saying, "Oh frap," about. But I saw some other ways to do this card that I thought were really, really nice as well. You can line the card like this one here. And what I did is I just cut a piece of the blue that went with my colored flower there, and I taped it to the inside. And this is just approximately 4 by 5 1/4 or so. And then you want to, if you're going to line it with a white piece to stamp on or write on, you'll need to make sure that that piece is narrow so that it doesn't show through on your braid. But isn't that pretty how the color shows through? And then another way that I saw done was to use two-sided paper. So that makes another really pretty effect. And then when you open the card, you've got the other side of the paper. I thought this was really pretty. I've got a friend that really loves sunflowers, so I think she'll like this card. So again, this is a great technique. Lots and lots of ways to use it. and it looks extra special, like you spent a lot of time, when really it's a pretty simple technique once you learn how to do it. So I hope you'll give it a try and enjoy, and happy stamping.